Today we're jumping into the world of acrylics. They're a fast-drying, vibrant medium which are great for exploring bold colour and texture. Let's get started. So our setup today is we've got some acrylic paint, got a nice plate to use as our palette. Acrylic is water soluble, so it's great. It means we can use it to dilute and to clean our brushes. So I've got loads of water here. And then we've got some sturdy mixed media paper, which is great to use for acrylic because it's really robust. So it means that it can cope with quite a lot of water being thrown on it. We're going to be doing one reference two ways. So we've got this beautiful reference photograph here of my lovely friend Jack. I'm going to be doing an exploration here of some colours, just colours I like. And on this side, we're going to have a bit of fun with some texture. So I'm just wanting to cover the first side of my paper in this really beautiful lilac colour that I've got here that I'm completely obsessed with at the moment. So I just want to create a nice flat block of colour. It's so scrummy. And what's so great about acrylic paint is it comes in such a huge variety of pre-mixed colours. So it means if you're sort of thinking about different colour combinations, maybe for future work, you can use this just as a really quick and easy way of seeing what colours might look good next to each other. So I think we've finished with that. Let's focus now onto our second side of our piece of paper. I'm sort of interested in doing a kind of bluey, greeny, under the sea kind of vibe. There's something a sort of mermaidy about my reference. So one way that you can start to put on the paint is with this, just using your palette knife. You get these really interesting marks. This second side is all about seeing what effects we can make acrylic paint do. The joy of it is because it dries so fast, we can go back over the top and paint more in and just have a real play. So now I'm going in with a brush just to show you another way that we can apply acrylic paint. Perhaps this is the more traditional way. Get some nice, strong strokes around here. And there might be little sections, like up here. I'm enjoying this sort of swooshy mark here, contrasting against this more bold mark there. It's all happened pretty much by accident. So now I'm just loading up the brush with loads of water. So you can see what happens when you let that water drip down the painting. And look at these little things. Exciting stuff's happening here, because as it goes down, the little drips will take a different route. See the cheeky runaway piece of acrylic paint here? I don't mind. I don't mind it sneaking in. I've got some other tools here that are quite fun to play with. I've got this little scraper that I got from a DIY store, but you could use a credit card, anything with a nice clean edge. Some of the areas are starting to dry now, so the paint's a bit less enthusiastic about being pulled, but then that in itself gives something quite interesting. And you can also use these little scrapers as a way of just putting paint on as well. And if you really want to have a bit of fun, you can go mad in your kitchen and find maybe like a scourer like this, because you've got a nice scratchy side on that side and a nice soft spongy side on that side. I really like the effect that is created here, which I'd have really actually struggled to do that with a brush, but there's something about that scourer that's just held onto the paint and created this really nice, natural blending situation. I think it's really nice just to have a variety of marks. It'll make for a more interesting texture overall. So we're going back to the side where we're experimenting with colour, and I'm going to introduce acrylic paint pens. They are amazing. You can paint on anything with them, especially other acrylic. So it means if you're doing an acrylic painting, you can make things look a little bit more drawn. So I'm going to use this now to draw in my reference image. And because I'm really liking this purple, I was thinking what colour would go with it, and I think that red might look quite exciting. I'm just going through and finding those darkest shapes. It doesn't need to be too precise. It's just a sort of rough mark. I'm holding my paint pen right at the end, as you can see, so it's not like I'm about to start writing a letter. I want to keep a kind of loose, painterly style. These are just like kind of sketchy marks, just to get the sense of where the face is. I'm just going to block in now using some proper big red paint. I just want to see how that works as a sort of graphic look. You can really layer any colour on top of any other dry colour. Okay, I'm noodling now. I'll stop noodling. Cool. Let's go back to the other side. I'm going to choose to put another version of Jack here, just in a nice mix of blue and green, just to see if I can bring out that mermaid. You could play into this for as long as you wanted, but for now, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to just quickly hop back to the other one to finish that off. I'm enjoying this red a lot, but it feels like there's a bit of a battle going on. So I just had a quick look and thought perhaps a nice kind of warm but bright orange might just offset those two colours a treat. And you can see how beautifully that paint goes over, just completely covering up the lilac. I'm just going to go back in with the lilac, just tighten up a few areas here. Because I can, acrylic will let me. So you can correct any mistakes you've made. So I think we're going to leave it there. Pretty happy with that. But now for the really satisfying bit, taking the tape off. Oh, look at that. Lovely crisp edge. So perfect. I hope I've given you the tools you'll need to really get exploring with acrylic paint.